Hey guys, it's Scott here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm playing some of the new Black Ops Cold War beta and I've played a couple of games now, so I'm just going to go over my general thoughts and impressions of my beta experience so far. Just a reminder guys, if you do enjoy the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, but if not, leave a dislike and let me know why in the comments below. Either way, it's going to be much appreciated. So anyway guys, let's get onto the beta and let's get into the gameplay. To be honest, it's not what I expected at all, and I am very surprised with what Treyarch managed to do since the alpha, and pleasantly surprised at that. If you don't know, Treyarch released the general patch notes yesterday, which I will link in the description below if you do want to take a further look into those, and you will notice, reading through them, a lot has changed since the alpha. For me, while playing the beta, the main standout was definitely the complete overhaul of the weapon animations and the general handling. I'm sure if you had a chance to play the alpha you'll agree, but the guns did feel a little underwhelming, and coming from Modern Warfare, they were more like pea shooters or spud guns in comparison. However, in the beta, the weapons definitely feel a lot more powerful, and for me they did take a good few games to get used to. I'm not sure if that'll come across in the gameplay I've got for you, but you may be able to see the sort of new animations and the general sort of mechanics of the new weapons. I do feel as though the gunsmith and weapon attachments will play a huge role in the game. When I was using the stock classes and then moving on to the weapons with no attachments, I was struggling a little with the iron sights. The recoil did seem a little extreme, but I suppose that's a good thing. Maybe as a Call of Duty player, I'm just kind of used to minimal recoil. I know that's changed recently with Modern Warfare, but something definitely felt a little different and harder to handle, so it did take me a little while to get used to. I imagine with the right attachments, however, this could definitely be catered for, which will obviously play massively inside Warzone, and how certain gun classes and loadouts will definitely affect gameplay styles, and I'm interested to see how that's going to pan out, but I'll move on to Warzone a bit later in the video. For me, the aim assist did feel a little bit strong sometimes. Bearing in mind I'm playing on the PlayStation 4, but sometimes I did have issues where the aim assist would focus onto the wrong player if I did run into multiple people, so I would quite like to see that adjusted and toned down a bit. Sometimes if I was aiming at someone and they happened to be behind an object, you know, it'd still lock onto them, which I'm not sure is necessarily a good thing. Obviously it helps lower skilled players, does the aim assist, but with cross-platform going to be another option inside this game, I think it needs balancing a little better. Obviously you've got the mouse and keyboard, which is a better advantage, but for me the aim assist is just too strong, and I'm not sure if that can be toned down. While we are on the subject of weapons, snipers have had a major overhaul from what I can see, especially in regards to the aim down sight speed, which has been adjusted a lot since the alpha. The instant zoom from the alpha's been removed, and there's now a much slower ADS, which I'll show you on screen. To me it feels much more natural, and it will definitely help balance the snipers out. I know before a lot of people were abusing that sniper mechanic in the alpha, but now with the ADS change, I feel obviously this is a better balance, and you have that way up between, at close quarters certainly, between a sniper and an SMG. Obviously you're going to have that ADS speed, whereas in the alpha it was instant and it wasn't really an issue. I've not got far enough to unlock any attachments for the sniper yet, so I'm not sure how much the sniper may change with the different gunsmith attachments, but I think it's definitely much nicer than the alpha. Overall for me the weapon balancing is much better, and all the weapons that I did use seem to perform quite well, and for me the new animations and the weapon adjustments are a much needed and welcome addition since the alpha. There's now a new progression system added into the beta, allowing you to unlock all the usual things such as the weapons, attachments, perks, and score streaks, and I believe this goes up to rank 55. It may be 50, but I'm pretty certain it's 55. For me, it's a nice touch on the beta. I know in the alpha everything was already unlocked, so you did get to play around with the different weapons and different attachments. But the beta is going to run a bit longer, especially if you are playing on PlayStation. So I think it'll keep people interested, and it gives people a chance to level up and experiment with the different attachments again. This time, working on the guns that they're mainly interested in. In terms of the general mechanics animations, they have updated the camera bob when sprinting, as noted in the patch notes. It does feel a lot nicer and makes you feel more grounded. For me, that was a major thing in the alpha, and the sort of floating camera kind of feel really put me off. The alpha, something just felt off, and I couldn't quite place it until I sort of read online and people saying about the movement and the floating camera, and it sort of clicked, and that definitely threw me off while playing the alpha, and it's something I really didn't like. So that change, it does make everything feel much smoother and much nicer. Although the sliding has been adjusted since the alpha, something still feels a little off to me. I think Modern Warfare did a really good job with the sliding mechanic, but for some reason Black Ops just kind of misses the spot. I'm not sure if that's to do with the initial speed boost and maybe just the general animation, but I do feel it kind of needs a little more tweaking just to get it right. And I think that's something they might work on from the beta to the final release. I did notice, however, the jump mechanic still seems a little over the top for me. So I'm going to see that as a huge movement advantage when in gunfights compared with drop shotting in this game. They've definitely made some adjustments to going prone. So I think we'll be seeing a lot more jump shotting as we did in Modern Warfare, especially with the next gen coming with the new back button controllers. So we'll see a lot of people binding that to the back buttons and a lot more jump shotting. I am interested to see how Warzone is going to integrate into Cold War. I would imagine this is now going to be a standalone game where there may be a whole new download or one really big update. But I imagine they'll need to overhaul it completely by adding the relevant weapons and the new mechanics. But I am interested to see if that's going to change. Because are Infinity Ward going to keep their current game engine and their current gameplay mechanics, or is it something that they'll adapt and make it feel more like Treyarch's to suit the Cold War style, so we get that sort of feeling of it being one game? Because I imagine going from Modern Warfare's mechanics to the Black Ops Cold War mechanics is going to be different. As I said earlier, when I was playing the different weapons, something definitely felt different from Modern Warfare. It felt better, but it felt different. So I think having Warzone with its own mechanics and Black Ops with its own mechanics will definitely cause some confusion among the player base. And to be honest, I am really interested to see in which direction that'll go. Personally, I think Treyarch have done a really great job since the alpha, in such a short space of time as well. They've really listened to what the community's had to say and made some really impressive changes because of it. It's definitely restored some faith for me personally. I mean, the alpha was such a huge step backwards from what we've seen with Modern Warfare and Warzone, and I'm really interested as to how the beta feedback is going to affect the final release. Anyway guys, I hope this has been informative for you and told you some things about the beta and what to expect, especially if you're on Xbox or PC. I'm certainly looking forward to playing more of the beta over the next coming days. I will try record some more gameplay and trade a few more videos up for you guys, so if you are interested, leave a like and also subscribe to the channel. That's it from me though guys, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one.